Good evening, everyone. Well, my name is Mohamed Khan. I'm a student of University of Lund. I am presently studying IT in University of Lund. I'm in the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology, Department of Information Technology. Currently in year 3, semester 6. So for the tasks that have been given to us by our lecturers, or actually to be specific, the task is everyone should develop a project which is a capstone project for each semester. So I've been working on this project. Like one of the projects that I worked on was the real estate management system, which is a desktop based. But for this semester, I want to work on a web application or web-based application for, like, for instance, I'm working on a student welfare portal. For this student welfare portal is a portal which a student will use for channeling complaints, for reporting some issues, for reporting for some concerns that have been affecting the student's body or that have been affecting the individual student, and also for advocating for, like, a student welfare, a finance support, and many more. So by moving forward with my presentation, I'm going to deliberate on the background of the study. So, like, the background of the study says student welfare is a critical component that influences performance also action. At the University of students often face challenges supporting academic welfare due to structured communication. Then before, for the past year, we are just having a mediating or intermediary platform wherein we can submit our concerns either through by emails, through by sending it through by our class reps, channels like WhatsApp channels, and many more. So for these channels, there are channels that for me I feel like they are informal channels, because by the time the administration or the student governing council pick up our concerns and complain, by the time they respond to them, it might be too late. So by moving forward with my presentation, like the current method I've mentioned before for short reporting as a verbal communication, like sending emails, also handwritten letters, or informal digital channels like WhatsApp that I've mentioned before, are fragmented and inefficient. So this approach frequently results in delays, like I've said before, and communication, and also a lack of accountability, leaving many students in issues unresolved. Moving forward with my presentation, globally the universities have adopted digital welfare communication with having and students. These then by from various courses also can track progress of their request, like if their concerns they submitted have been viewed by the administrators and so. The such portal has proven effective in improving transparency, accountability, and response in student welfare management. However, the University of Lund have yet to implement a similar solution tailored to its local content. So if I succeeded on providing this software, this platform, this web-based platform, it will be a great pivotal for supporting the students planning. By proposed student welfare portal seeks to bridge this gap by web-based yes, unique needs of students, capacity of funds. By continuing by combining features such as concern submission, status tracking, resource access, and secure communication, the portal will enhance student supporting services and strengthen the relationship between students, class representatives, and the student governing council. Like I said before, if by the end of the semester, I will develop this platform and I will submit it to the administrators and the lecturers of our department. So wherein they can handle the concerns, also the channel control of the students' union. The initiative aligns with modern educational practice and contributes to the university's mission of fostering a supportive, inclusive academic environment. For our university, if this semester end and I'll submit this project, it will be one of the first university to have a student welfare portal wherein students can report their concern and also advocate for many advantages, like for searching for like financial support and also for scholarship adverts. Moving forward with my welfare portal, problems capacity of loans which I'm attending often face challenges in reporting academic, financial, and welfare concerns, like I've said before, in such structure and timely manner. So current communication channels are informal and inefficient, leading to delays in addressing issues and limiting transparency. Like I've said before, like for the past semester, last semester, I submitted a complaint wherein by the time the complaint enters the desk of my HOD, the issue has already been resolved. I've already been giving up by the issue. So for this problem now, I state that if a web-based student welfare portal will be provided as a centralized platform wherein we the students at the University of Lunsa can submit our concerns, can access resources, and can also track our responses for thereby improving communication, accountability, and student supportive services. Like if I channel a complaint to my class rep, so it will be transferred using the portal. So by moving forward with the objectives, like the student welfare portal will be designed to streamline with the reports of student concerns by offering a single centralized platform wherein this platform can access many users. It can also ensure the transparency by allowing we the students at the University of Lunsa to track the progress of our submissions and also strengthen the communication between we the students and the class representative and also the student governing council. The portal that I'm going to develop will also provide quick access to welfare-related resources such as the scholarship information, like I've mentioned before. If an advert of any scholarship from any institution is being out, students can also pick the adverts and can apply for the scholarship. And the students can also gain opportunities like counseling services, like advocacy policies, and also the students will be documenting issues and response in a structured manner. The system will also promote accountability and ensure that student concerns are addressed consistently, wherein many issues for now that have been unaddressed or unattended, by the end of the project, some of these issues can be attended and can also be addressed in the appropriate manner. Moving forward with my presentation, the scope of the presentation will be the first version of the portal will include a student dashboard wherein students can manage and utilize the users access. The students can also submit concerns. They can also check the status of their submissions, wherein if the concern by continue with my project, with my presentation. For like the scope of the presentation, this first version of the portal will include the student dashboard where students can access, and also users can also access and submit concerns, like to check the status of their submission, can also access the students welfare resources, like for the administration, such as the class representative or the student governing council members. They can also have their own dashboard which can reveal the response to respond on, and to also manage the submissions of the students. For like if the students send a submission, they can respond to this concerns. For a resource and a library which serve as a centralized response repository for welfare related documents and opportunities, while notifications will alert students whenever their submission is updated. So if, like for the LMS we are using, if I submitted any assignment or any task, I will have a notification channel in my dashboard that will confirm that my submission is already in progress, and if any changes have been applied, it will apply on my dashboard also. For continuity of the school, to ensure a security, and the system will include a basic and authentication required login credential for both students and administration. So like the system I'm going to develop, it will not be a weak system wherein anyone can log in just like that. The system will capture a login system which the user can, the login can authenticate with the user through by sending email response to the user that is trying to log into the system. So continue with the scope, and advanced features such as analytics, dashboards, AI-driven recommendations, or a mobile app version will not be included in the initial scope. For now, the system will only capture the concerns with other notification channels of dashboard, for like the analytics of dashboard and AI-driven communication and recommendation of such as AI response, or like other features will be added in the near features. So this allow project remains focused only and achieve within the capstone timeline, while leaving room for feature expansion, like I'm saying, for other functionalities will be added in the near future. So moving forward with the timeline, the project will follow the 5 phases of software development life cycle, which is as time goes by, over the week's period. And from week 1 to week 2, first week will focus on the planning, including the proposal document, and planning the objective, which I'm doing now. For week 3 will be dedicated only to analysis, where requirement gathering that have been the requirement have been gathered, and exercising portals can be studied on time. Then for the week 4 to week 5 we cover on the design, including the wireframe and the database schema. The implementation of this place in week 6 and 8, with coding of both the front end and the back end components, wherein by the end of week 6 to week 8, for the coding and for the coding of the front end for the user view, and also for the back end for these components will be done on this provided week. Week 9 will be reserved for the testing, like the template have been given us by our HOD. Before I submit it, the week 9 will be dedicated for the testing, ensuring that the system functionality is correctly and securely. So finally, then the week 10 will focus on the deployment of presentation, where I will be presenting this portal to the University of Lunsa, to also my colleague students and the administration of the University of Lunsa, and also the lecturers. So for preparing this report, and recording the video demo that I'm doing. All videos can be stored on my Google Drive, where I can share links to my YouTube channel for more views. Then the requirement gathering and the function for the requirement gathering, I have been doing a requirement gathering lately, which is a functional requirement and also non-functional requirements. For the functional requirement, these are requirements that must be included in the student welfare portal. For the non-functional, there are features that can be added. They are additional. They are not a matter of must. For the functional requirement, this describes that the core features and action of portal will perform. 1. The student's submission system. This student submission system must be able to submit academic, financial, and welfare concern through the portal. So this system can allow students to share his academic performances, like what the student is going through with the academic issues, and also the challenges, like the financial challenges, because for the past semester we'll be having issue with some students that have been lately paying their fees. Some students can be giving examination hall when examination is in progress. Like I have a colleague of mine, which by the way, he left his call during year 2. By the time he pays the fees, he was having some issue with assessment. So at that time, he was not given a chance to take some assessment. So he repeats the semester for that. So for moving forward with these requirements, the student can also share his welfare thoughts through the portal, wherein if he or she is sick, he can send the reports on this portal. So moving forward with option 2, by tracking mechanisms, the student should be able to view the status of the submission, like example, the pending or renew or resolve. If let me say these functional requirements that have been added or that can be added, if the submission has been done, the student can check the status of this submission. He or she can view whether the submission is in progress or the administration has been resolved the issue. So moving forward with option 3, the admin dashboard can be created using the functional requirements. The class representative and the student governing council members must have access to a dashboard to respond to a message that have been sent by, or a concern that have been sent by a student. So option 4 says the functional requirement resource library. So the portal should provide access to welfare related documents, guides, and opportunities such as scholarship and counseling services, like I've said before. So moving forward with number 5, the notification system, which says the student should receive alert emails on app or when the status of their submission has been changed. So like I've been saying, these requirements are a matter of must, like they are functional requirements which the system cannot go without. So by moving forward with the authentication process, the secure login must be required for both students and administrators to perfectly protect their sensitive information, wherein each user can have his unique username and password. So moving forward with the documentation issues, the system must record all submission to and responses for the students and the lecturers, which are the admins, and also the feature references. Moving forward with the presentation, the non-functional requirements. First one, they are the functional requirements. These are the non-described quality attributes and constraints of the portal. So the student login portal can, 1, the the usability. The portal should have a simple institute interface that is simple to navigate for students with varying technical skills. So for number 2, the security. Students' data must be protected through secure logins and encrypted storage, and a role-based access control wherein the student can view only his or her his or her data. The student that is having an account with this portal cannot have access to another student or another logins data. For number 3, the performance is the student, the portal, the system should handle multiple submissions simultaneously delays or without delays or crashes. So like number 4 says reliability, wherein the portal should be available with minimal downtime, ensuring students can access it whenever they need it. For the performance, as I've said before, the portal should handle the multiple submission. For moving forward with number 5, the scalability. The system should be able to expand to support more students, additional features and integration with other university systems in the near future. So also the maintainability. So the portal should be designed in a way that allows easy updates, bug fixed, and also improvements. The transparency. The system should provide the feedback to users at every, ensuring accountability in how concerns are handled. So for the moving forward with the requirements gathering, I also portray some stakeholder interviews, questions to varying interview students. I interviewed class representatives. I interviewed some lecturers. For the questions I portrayed I designed these questions because I experienced that these questions, they are something that have been a lifetime experience for the students, and I portrayed questions like, what challenges do you currently face when reporting academic, financial or welfare concerns? For number 2 question I wrote how do you usually communicate these issues and what problems arise from that process? So for number 3 question what features would make a welfare portal most useful to you? Example like tracking submissions, resource access. So I designed another question which says, how important is it for you to receive updates or notifications about the status of your concerns? Then for the 5th question what type of resources, scholarship information, counseling services, welfare policies would you like to see included? So for the class representative, these are the questions that I portrayed, which states that what difficulties do you encounter when managing and responding to student concerns. So I also captured, how do you currently track issues raised by students? What limitations exist in that? So for the student governing council member, how do you currently receive and review students' welfare concerns? Number 2 what challenges do you face in ensuring accountability and transparency in addressing these issues? So for the responses that I've gathered from students the challenges that I asked. The answer was when one student stated that when a reported issue, they often get lost for the day because I have to rely on word of mouth, emails, or informal WhatsApp groups. Because for like the past semesters, our former reg, like I am also part of the class, the class representative, also a student. We were having WhatsApp channels which a student can channel his or her complaints. So some complaints can die so easily. So like for current situation, I think I come up with this situation logic that I will change this current situation by moving with a student portal welfare. So for the second answer that I got from the student was the current communication. So he stated that we usually tell class reps, that the class representative, to we usually send emails or write letters, but sometimes they don't reach the council quickly, and we don't know what happens next. Like you write letters, you send mails. So in fact, some lecturers or some staff don't go read their mails. They don't even bother to check on their mails. So if such situation or such problem is affecting you and you need immediate response, the response will not be generated immediately. So for the third questions was I asked for a useful features. So the answer was a portal where I can submit my concern and track its progress would be very helpful. Also, having access to welfare resources in one place will save time. So this question was answered very well. Also, for the notification question that I asked was, the answer given to me was, it's very important to get updates. If I submit something, I want to know when it's received, reviewed, and resolved. So for the fifth question I asked was the resources. So like the students answered me by saying scholarship opportunities, counseling services, and welfare policies should be included so students can easily find support. Because like if a student is attending and he or she is paying the school fees also at the same time, because we are attending from 8 o'clock to 5, some are attending from 9 to 4. So it will be very difficult to pay your fees. So if a scholarship is being out, share to this welfare portal, it can help a lot. So having a response from the class representative, the difficulties which I asked for the question was, the answer given to me was managing the students' concern is very hard because they came from different channels. So a verbal report, text, or letters, and it's easy to miss something. So the second question I asked, current tracking method or current tracking process. So the class representative answered to me by saying we keep notes manually because there is no paper system, no proper system. This makes it very difficult to follow up or show proof of what has been reported. So the third one was a helpful tool. The class representative responded to me by saying a dashboard that organize submissions by categorizing and also urgently will make handling concerns much easier. So the dashboard importance which I asked for was it's very important without organizations. We spend too much time sorting through it. So the fifth question was a report to summaries. We summarize it by commonly concerned status will help us monitor welfare issues and present them to the council. For the question that I created and I designed for the student governing members was the current process. So these are the questions that they answered to me, and for the tools, okay, let me view the process point changing portal benefits. Like, let me proceed with the portal benefit. The benefits answer given to me was a centralized portal like this I'm developing, improve communication, reduce delays, and make it easier to track progress. For the fourth question was useful question, the useful features. So answer was for submission logs, analytics showing trends in students concerning, and the ability to generate reports will help us oversee welfare activities. For the security concerns, of course, it has been portrayed. For the tools and the tech stack, portal will be developed using a HTML for the front end. Will be generating HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the front end to create a user-friendly interface. Like I'm saying, if I'm designing a dashboard, like let me say a scholarship, I have to make a funding unique for user to see, like, oh, there is a scholarship for this interface has to be designed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So for the backend, I'm going to use PHP because I choose to use PHP because currently we are dealing with PHP. So by the knowledge I'm going to attain from the lecturer, which is Mr. Mans, I think it will be enough for me to use PHP. But for the past semester, I have this small basic understanding and also knowledge with JS, which is Java. So because the last the last capstone project I developed was I used Java. So by continue developing many projects, I'm going to fulfill or try many IDs for many languages. So depending on the suitability and also the available resources. So for a relational database, I will use MySQL for documenting the database, like the data that is being collected for students, lecturers, and admin. So by trying to wrap up my presentation, I would say thank you to everybody. Thank you to my HOD for giving us the time, for giving us the knowledge, for being like a student to student education. Maybe some of these things will not be achievable, but by the power invested, I will not say a lot because big thank you.